ECAT's production of concert series are provided by Morris Insurance, RevT with simplified technology for better, Doug King Bills Incorporated. ECAT would like to thank all the sponsors for supporting producing concert series.
Well, thank you for being here, and we could have people wander in. I'm Linda Marks, and I'm the curator of the International Singer Songwriter Association Boston Northeast chapter. We're 3.5 years old, and we have people from all over the Northeast participate in the things we do, and occasionally when we do Zoom meetings, people from Australia or other parts of the world join in, because that's what Zoom lets you do. We've been doing songwriter showcases as one of the things we do, which is a wonderful way to bring music into communities that may not have the same active songwriting scene as Boston or Cambridge, Massachusetts, or other cities that are similar in other states. And there are so many wonderfully talented singer-songwriters who are also really nice people. And it's really fun to put together a team like we have today and play. It's called In the Round, where each person plays a song and we go around, and we even get to decide what we play based on what the person plays before us. And I'd like to introduce our songwriting team here. I'm from Waltham, Massachusetts. We have Caroline Brennan, who's here from the Cape. Terri Lachance is here from Connecticut, and Dan and Faith are here from New Hampshire. So we represent quite a geography, landing in northeastern Massachusetts. I want to give an extra thanks to Dan and Faith, because not only are they playing, but they're also the people who've brought our sound equipment so you can hear us. And that makes a big difference. I want to give another special thanks to Jack and the folks from ECAT, the Easton Cable Access TV station, because they record all the concerts in our series, and this is a series. We started with January of last year, and we did a bunch of shows, and now we're doing a fall series, and we're about to go into January, February, March, April of 2026. So the series has really gotten good reviews from the people in the town, and we hope you enjoy yourselves and come back. We have shows for September, October, and November for the rest of the year. Then we take the holidays off and come back January, February, March, April. All the donations are given to the hall, since they're being good enough to let us play here. And they're a nonprofit, and it costs them a whole lot more than the donations we raise to take care of this place. So thank you for being here, and thank you for your donations. We will get started, and I saw a little dance motion when I was warming up with this one, so I'll open with it. It's fun to sing along with, and I write a lot of social impact songs. This is a slightly different kind of social impact song. Where I live, and maybe where you live too, over the last, I don't know how many years, wild turkeys have decided that the neighborhood was their dance floor. And they strut up and down. I came to call the group that lives near me the Turkey Social, because it really seems like a turkey social, and at certain parts of the year they do the Turkey Social dance. And I work with different sound engineers, but I have one I work with in Lynn, Massachusetts, and for years, as I've taken photos and little videos of the turkeys doing their thing, and they're really pretty to boot, he said, you have to write them a song. So I finally decided I would write them a song, and I wanted to do the National Geographic version, not the National Lampoon version. So I had to do some research and learn about both turkey behavior, turkey language, and turkey sounds. Who knows what a group of turkeys is called? Because I sure didn't till I did my research. No.
I assume it's something other than a flock.
Yes, it's a rafter.
Oh, there you go. Wow.
And there are all kinds of fascinating parts of turkey anatomy. And one of the ones that I thought was a really funny word, you'll see it in the lyrics, is on this part of their neck. They have a red part of their neck here, and when they're romantically inclined, it puffs up.
Yeah.
It's called a snood, S-N-O-O-D. I assure you, I did not know what that was until I did my National Geographic research. But anyhow, I'll just do one more turkey fact and then I'll play the song, and you can sing along with it because it has a sing-alongable chorus. Cats are not the only animal that purr. When a female turkey is engaged in the Turkey Social courting dance, she can purr. So anyhow, lots of turkey facts. Some people say I should have a children's album now, and maybe I will. This is called the Turkey Social Dance, and the chorus, which is really singable, the words are very simple. Turkey social, looking for some hot romance. Turkey social, at the Turkey Social Dance. And please join me. I've had people from 5 to 95 sing this. I'll do the chorus so that you can sing when it comes. Turkey social, looking for some hot romance. Turkey social, at the Turkey Social Dance. That comes a lot, and please join in. And I wish we had a few wild turkeys to come in and do their dance for us, but imagine it. West of Boston in Waltham town, turkey rafters meet for a street hoedown. Bearded males proudly rock their feathered tops. In their finest colors they strut their stuff. Gobble and drum as they court and prance, giving the girls a romantic glance. Fantails down and fantails up, toms and hens with their snoods all puffed. Here's your turn. Turkey social, looking for some hot romance. Turkey social, at the Turkey Social Dance. Circling around the strutting tom, spread tail feathers to work her charms, placing her head in his outstretched wings, squatting down as she purrs and sings. Here we go. Turkey social, looking for some hot romance. Turkey social, at the Turkey Social Dance. Turkey emotions on full display. No flowers or cards, turkeys dance and play. In a call and response, baubles met with clucks. Red face to blue and white means the girl's in luck. Here we go. Turkey social, looking for some hot romance. Turkey social, at the Turkey Social Dance. Lower your wings to the ground, gobble and make your courting sounds. Spread your tail feathers like a fan at the Turkey Social Dance. Here we go again. Turkey social, looking for some hot romance. Turkey social, at the Turkey Social Dance. Turkey social, looking for some hot romance. Turkey social, at the Turkey Social Dance. At the Turkey Social Dance. At the Turkey Social Dance. Spread your tail feathers and take a bow. Caroline.
All right, hello everybody. My name's Caroline Brennan, and I'm from the Cape Cod. We came over the bridge today, and This song that I'm gonna sing, I've actually been recording the last year. I've been in the recording studio, and I'm releasing 6 singles over the next 6 months. And this is the first single, and it was released today on iTunes and streaming services and everything, so I figured it would be a good one to start with. This one's called I Tried, and I kind of got inspired to write this one by truthfully watching the news. There's a lot of bad news stories out there, and I was thinking about just, how you kind of battle all that, and I think the only thing we really have control over is how we're going to decide to be and think and act and treat others. So this is called I Tried. And if you want, you can feel free to sing along on the chorus too. There's no turkeys in it, but time. Thank you so much.
Well, I'm going to do this for the audience, but you know that all of us have like probably music on platforms as well. And so if you go to the platforms, you know, you can follow us and, you know, listen to us. We do, lots of us have merchandise as well, but you can, you know, for me, it is Terri, T-E-R-R-I, and Rob Duo, even though I'm Terri Lachance. But I do have a lot of music out there in the world. So I feel obligated to do an animal song. So I have a couple animal songs, but this song is, I'm a fan of birds. And so I was in Vermont, and I was walking around with my camera, and I sing in the woods sometimes, and I try to, you know, get the birds to kind of stay on the branches a little bit longer so I can catch their, you know, catch them. And then I thank them usually. So I sang this little song while I was out in the woods, and then, you know, I got some nice pictures. And then I went back into the place that I was staying, and I thought, what quartz was that? You know, I have no idea. So that's where this song came from, and it's called Bird Walk, but it sounds, I don't know. People have said it sounds a little more haunting than that, but it's about birds. Don't be afraid, I once was you, skipping branches, mud-filled roots, long ago and far away. I see the life you live, and I pine for it some days. I am you from long ago, and I see you in the trees. Don't be afraid, my loves, I am here. I am here. Don't be afraid, I once was you, skipping branches, mud-filled roots, long ago and far away. And I see the life you live, and I pine for it some days. I am you from long ago, and I see you in the trees. Don't be afraid, my loves, I am here.
So, as Carolyn mentioned, you listen to the news lately, and there's a lot of dark things going on. But there are also some bright spots out there, and a lot of the people that we know are those bright spots. And this mentions birds. When the world around us is crazy and it seems like it's falling apart, I welcome your calm sense of purpose, your stillness and open heart. Like the fish that don't know they're swimming, like the birds that don't know they fly. Don't you see that you're shining as bright as the sun in the sky? As we march into times of trouble and tempers flare left and right, I swallow my fear when you're with me and follow you into the light. Like the fish that don't know they're swimming, like the birds that don't know they fly. Don't you see that you're shining as bright as the sun in the sky? How do we keep from hating? How do we hold on to love when forces of anger pull us down? How can we rise above? Steady guidance on how to cope and stand tall. I pray with your good example we can hold on to hope through it all. Like the fish that don't know they're swimming, like the birds that don't know they fly. Don't you see that you're shining as bright as the sun in the sky? Like the fish that don't know they're swimming, like the birds that don't know they fly. Don't you see that we're shining as bright as the sun in the sky? As bright as the sun in the sky. Beautiful. Shiny.
I'm having a hard time deciding which direction to go in, whether I do another sort of cute animal song or move in a direction of hope and the yearnings in the human heart, and a song that I'm actually releasing this coming Friday, October 3rd. Maybe I'll do that one first, and then I'll save the animal one for the next round.
Well, we got release stuff going on with Carolyn, so that'd be a perfect follow.
Yeah, that's why there's little threads and themes here. So This is a song, please listen to the full arrangement, because I'm an arranger, and when it's just me and a piano, it's a fraction of what I hear and what I create. It's probably true for all of us. But this song in particular, I wrote it to sing specifically as a duet with a Greek friend of mine named Dimitris Nezis. He's a singer-songwriter. He's actually a member of the Global International Singer-Songwriter Association. We're the Northeast chapter, but it's a global organization with 30,000 people in it. And each August in Atlanta, it's sort of a meeting of the tribe. So I think 3 years ago when I went to Atlanta, that's when I met Dimitris. And last year, when I was in Atlanta, I just got this spark of inspiration that I had to write a song for us to sing as a duet. and it's so gorgeous, I can't even tell you. So it's a beautiful song even when it's me, but please listen to the arrangement. It's coming out on Friday. And if you want to have a sneak peek, I made a YouTube video. My channel is LSMHEART, LSM Heart, and I decided I was going to put that out ahead. I'm terrible at marketing, but I like to share music, so it's there. It's called You're Not Alone, and it's about the deep yearning most human beings have to have some sort of soul-connected love, and whether it's a person who you haven't met yet, a person who's in your life, or in some cases, a person who's passed to the other side. It's called You're Not Alone.
We're born alone, we die alone, but there's a whole life full of time in between. Life can be hard, life can be cold, but there's a warmth inside our hearts that we yearn to share. You must be out there somewhere, in the stars or the sky, or the turning of the earth. I close my eyes in prayer that my heartfelt call will travel through time. We walk alone, we dream alone, but deep down inside, we don't want to go to sleep alone. I know you're there, I feel your touch. You run your fingers down my hand, then you run them through my hair. You must be out there somewhere, in the stars or the sky, or the turning of the earth. I close my eyes in prayer that my heartfelt call will travel through time. I know you're there, you wait for me until the moment God decrees that it's time for us to meet. Your eyes greet mine, we recognize that the meeting of our gaze is now the window to our souls. I hold your hand, you hold my heart. Though the journey's just begun, I know that we are home. You must be out there somewhere, in the stars or the sky, or the turning of the earth. I close my eyes in prayer that my heartfelt call will travel through time to you, so to you. We're not alone. I am not alone. You are not
Thank you. And I will throw the animal connection in. If you want me to be honest, the being who I wrote it for is my Maine Coon cat named Clarissa.
Okay, so this song that I'm going to do next is one of my more upbeat ones. I actually bought a ukulele probably 18 years ago maybe, and found it online, and I loved playing it. It's a guitar and a ukulele hybrid instrument, and it's just so fun to play. And this is the first song that I wrote on the ukulele. I didn't bring my ukulele today, but this is called Summer Night. This is about summer love. There's something about the summer night, stars are shining extra bright, the moon is glowing, all the while knowing that it's here for you and me. This warm breeze carries me to the place I want to be, sitting here with you next to me. Let's go to a tiki bar with Chesney strumming on guitar. Locals sing along like it's their favorite song. They'll pour us a tall glass of rum, and maybe you can be the one who sweeps me off my feet tonight and dances with me till dawn. There's something about the summer night, stars are shining extra bright, the moon is glowing, all the while knowing that it's here for you and me. This warm breeze carries me to the place I want to be, sitting here with you next to me. Let's go walk the sandy beach and throw the shells into the sea. Watch the waves curl into a white frothy foam. Then maybe if you're feeling it, a kiss you might be stealing it. I don't want this to ever end, so let's not wake the sun just yet. There's something about the summer night, stars are shining extra bright, the moon is glowing, all the while knowing that it's here for you and me. This warm breeze carries me to that place I want to be, sitting here with you next to me. I catch you staring at my face, you smile and then you look away, sigh, and then I realize I am falling for you. There's something about the summer night, stars are shining extra bright, the moon is glowing, all the while knowing that it's here for you and me. This warm breeze carries me to the place I want to be, sitting here with you next to me. There's something about the summer night, stars are shining extra bright, the moon is glowing, all the while knowing that it's here for you and me. This warm breeze carries me to the place I want to be, sitting here with you next to me. Thank you.
All right. So I'm going to go straight for, we're folk singers. Folk singers write songs to change the world. So this is mine. Last year, I went to Cape May, New Jersey, to the Singer Songwriter Showcase, and got to play. I was very excited about that. But I have the inability to sit for very long, and so there were a lot of workshops, and people were like, "Are you going to go to all the workshops?" And I'm like, "I'll go to some," but I noticed that there is a museum for Harriet Tubman, like down the street, and that is definitely what I want to go to. And so I definitely made time to go to the Harriet Tubman Museum. Obviously, I know who Harriet Tubman is, but I didn't know some things about her. And I got all fired up, and I'm like, has anybody ever written a song about Harriet Tubman? And they're like, we don't have one. I go, you will. So anyway, so this is about Harriet Tubman, and the best fact I found out about her, among others, is that she was 4'11", and I'm 4'11". And I just was like, if she can do it, I can do it. So this is what I came up with. 4'11", but stronger in spirit than most. First trip took her to her freedom home. $13 more to get 70 family and friends. Moses was her nickname. Parted ignorance and greed. Walking miles to freedom, walking tired, walking long. Freedom's not a place, but a state of mind. No turning back, trips with not one person lost. Calming grown men to carry on. The other side of struggle is strength. She knew no one was coming to save the day. She had to save herself. Walking miles to freedom, walking tired, walking long. Freedom's not a place, but a state of mind. What can we learn from this history? Persevere toward equality. Group together, take the steps for the cause. Go for action, not just words. Walking miles to freedom, walking tired, walking long. Freedom's not a place, but a state of mind. Walking miles to freedom, walking tired, walking long. Freedom's not a place, but a state of mind.
And one of the things I found most fascinating about Harriet Tubman is once she escaped, she went back and helped others.
Yeah, 13 trips.
Yeah, she went back and pulled other people out of slavery.
Wow.
Yep,
She was amazing.
she was amazing.
There's a book called Swing Low, Sweet Harriet that was written by Rhonda Rucker of Sparky and Rhonda Rucker fame.
They're musicians out of
Tennessee.
Eastern Tennessee.
And he has been a musician since he was probably about yay big, and he
was very active in the 60s in the civil rights movement.
And marched with all of the greats and all of that. And he met Rhonda, who was a doctor, and she gave up her practice and went out on the road with him and learned to be a musician, and the two of them together are fabulous. But yeah, she wrote a book about Harriet Tubman, Swing Low, Sweet Harriet, because she had done a ton of research on the woman.
And if you haven't heard of Sparky and Rhonda, the other thing to look up about Sparky, he has researched the backstories of all of the folk legends that the songs like Railroad Bill. He found out who Railroad Bill was and how he was captured in the end. And it's like he did a whole week-long class that I took about all of the actual people behind all of these old folk songs that are known. It was fascinating. Wow. I keep pushing him to write that in a book, but... Please, before he's gone, he needs to do that.
Yeah. So, since you've taken us to the Civil War, we're going to keep us there.
All right. Ready?
Yep.
Where are you now, my darling, my sweetheart? Where do you sleep through the long nights? Where are you now, my darling, my sweetheart? Where are you now?
We met in the morning, danced in the evening, pledged to each other the very same day. Now you are gone to fight in the war. Here I sit lonely, waiting in tears.
They marched us for days, for weeks through the hillsides, off to the south, with our cannons and guns. Brothers fought brothers, so many were slaughtered, waving the flags of tyrants and fools.
Where are you now, my darling, my sweetheart? Where do you sleep through the long nights? Where are you now, my darling, my sweetheart? Where are you now?
We gather in church, we gather together, we mothers and daughters, orphans of war. Each day we wonder who will return, and will they be changed when they come home?
We sit round the campfire well after sunset, dream of our loved ones so far away. Will you still be there if we return, if we make it back home?
Where are you now, my darling, my sweetheart? Where do you sleep through the long nights? Where are you now, my darling, my sweetheart? Where are you now?
It's been many years since we were together, far longer than the time we once had. No word has come to tell us what happened. Will you and the others come back someday?
The battle was long and bloody and deadly, like lambs to the slaughter. We were cut down here in this soil. We many lay resting here for all time to sleep evermore.
Where are you now, my darling, my sweetheart? Where do you sleep through the long nights? Where are you now, my darling, my sweetheart? Where are you now?
Where are you now, my darling, my sweetheart? Where do you sleep through the long nights? Where are you now, my darling, my sweetheart? Where are you now?
Beautiful.
Sounded like there was an odd feedback on the banjo.
Yeah, it was probably eating a little bit of the...
Yeah.
Nothing we can do about that today.
Apologize to anyone who was weirded out by that, besides me.
Banjos are quite microphonic.
Yes, and banjos are often the subject of less than flattering jokes.
Banjo players know all of the banjo jokes.
Yes, but banjos are a robust instrument.
Banjos can take it.
Yeah, Lorraine Hammond, who taught me to play banjo originally, said, banjos can take it. So.
I think I'm going to move in a different direction from my animal song for the moment because of the direction this went into about what's going on in the world and doing research on people. This is a more contemporary piece of research, though. My side hustle is I'm a mind-body psychotherapist specializing in healing from trauma. And when I see big things happen in the news, I always am curious about the backstory. For example, when David Ortiz was shot in 2019, I had to look into how could that have happened, who could have done it, what might the motivations have been, and I wrote this song called Heroes that ended up on the first page of the sports section of the Boston Globe because it mirrored the research that a journalist at the Boston Globe was doing about the very same topic. So on December 6th of last year, when at 6:45 a.m. in Midtown Manhattan, a masked gunman in a gray hoodie and with a homemade gun shot Brian Thompson, CEO of United Healthcare. That pulled me in the same kind of way. And as someone who's worked as a therapist for a long time and watched access to care go bye-bye, every kind, not just psychotherapy, everything, and I see people suffering and struggling and realizing that people can break from debilitating, unrelenting, lifelong pain and a lack of emotional support. I started doing that kind of research into the life of Luigi Mangione when he was identified as the prospective killer. And unlike what the media was doing, sensationalizing the story, which was really troubling me tremendously, or politicizing it, which troubled me even more, what I discovered is that as a kid, Luigi did suffer from debilitating, unrelenting chronic pain. He got Lyme disease when he was young, which can cause brain fog, physical pain, and all kinds of other symptoms. No one would listen to him when he said so, so he suffered on his own. And he also had a congenital spine defect, where if you've seen any of this on social media or in the media, his spine has an S shape and discs were bulging out, and he was in chronic pain. He couldn't do sports. He couldn't have a romantic relationship. I mean, his life was dramatically limited. And after surfing in Hawaii for one lesson, he was in bed for 2 weeks in death-defying pain and ended up having to have an operation where 3 steel screws were put into his spine. I think he broke. So this song is in his voice. It's called Pain Changes Everything. I entered it in this year's Grammys for Record of the Year. Again, please listen on social media because the production is amazing. Record for the Year is not just the song, it's also the production. It's also Americana performance for this year's Grammys. I'm not rich enough that I expect to get one because you need a whole marketing campaign, but all my artist colleagues that have heard it certainly want to support it for its message. So this is the deeper mental health issue underlying today's gun violence epidemic. It's called Pain Changes Everything. You don't really know me, though the headlines shout my name. Nobody knew me before that fateful day. I was born into a family that earned their silver spoon, had money, privilege, went to the finest schools, but my body is a prison. Steel screws pierce my spine. Clouded thinking, brain fog, the effects of childhood Lyme. Pain pain changes everything. Could no longer be silent, confronted with the facts, healthcare is harming. It was time for me to act. I know he was a father, a husband and a son, but that was not my focus when I shot him with my gun. Pain changes everything. Am I a criminal or martyr, a victim or lost soul, folk hero, freedom fighter? Did pain obscure my goal? Pain changes everything. Pain changes everything. Is my moral compass broken, or just crooked like my spine? Cold-blooded murder is a life-destroying crime. Technology is a cancer, a hungry, heartless foe. Profits be for people, corporate greed out of control. I am fighting for humanity, agency that's bold. Homemade gun, bullet casings with a story to be told. Delay, deny, depose. Am I a criminal or martyr, a victim or lost soul, folk hero, freedom fighter? Did pain obscure my goal? Pain changes everything. Pain changes everything. Whether innocent or guilty, for me the bell now tolls. Will the court consider mercy, life without parole? The jury will ponder, did I commit a crime? But here on the inside, I'm already doing time. Pain changes everything. Pain changes everything. Pain changes everything. Can time change anything?
So this next song that I'm going to do is called Swim to Shore, and it was inspired by a friend of mine who, she had a rough marriage and had to go through the divorce and everything, and she dealt with it with such grace and dignity. It was a really difficult time for her, and I was kind of watching her go through it, and she really kind of inspired me to write this song. It's called Swim to Shore. Since I live on the Cape, I did a whole ocean parallel with it, so. Didn't think there'd come a time when I'd have to convince myself I'm fine. You'd become a distant memory, like like a faded photo I hadn't meant to keep. You sped away with her in some drunken smoky haze, leaving me behind to tread water in your wake. I'm telling myself now what I deserve is more, so I will swim to shore. First 8 years felt like a dream. I couldn't quite believe that you were mine. Newness became old, and your best behavior started to unwind. Watch the water seep in, but I didn't see us sinking. As if closing my eyes would stop the storm. Someday I'll realize what all this was for, but for now I'll swim to shore. Few more tears and ice cold beer and a night out with the girls will be all I'll need to shift my life back in a forward gear. I'll put you in my rear view, and even though I'm sore, I will swim to shore. Oh, you were not my last dance, I know this to be true. I've conquered worse than this, and I'll survive this too. A few more tears and ice cold beer and a night out with the girls will be all I'll need to shift my life back in a forward gear. I'll put you in my rear view, and even though I'm sore, I will swim to shore. Oh, I'll put you in my rear view, and even though I'm sore, I will swim to shore. I will swim to shore.
Thank you.
So this definitely dictated like the next song. I have like all these things going like, which one should I play? Which one should I play? And I'm realizing we're going down a dark, dark hole. So I'm gonna do a song called Happiness Is. And what I realized is, you know, there are things that make me happy. And I was an elementary school teacher for 40 years before I became a full-time musician. But I played music with kids, and I, you know, played gigs and all of that stuff, and continuously wrote songs like since I was 12. So this has some references of teaching and other things that make me happy. But it was a good one to like explore. And I think singer-songwriters do that a lot. They come up with topics and they're like, well, how do I feel about that, you know? And so this is what I came up with. Happiness is not a warm gun to me, a full tank of gas and knowledge I can go as far as it will take to explore somewhere new, meet new people, see the best there is to see there. Happiness is sharing music, but everyone is in their part, and it comes together perfectly, note for note. Happiness is a cat who greets me daily, head nudging during yoga and walking up and down. My body under covers, and happiness is sharing music, and everyone is in their part, and it comes together perfectly, note for note. Happiness is a light bulb moment with students when something clicks and you know you have fostered it, and they trust your words. Where is happiness to you? Go and find it, otherwise life is full of unfinished dreams. Be who you are and find it somewhere. It is somewhere. Happiness is not a warm gun to me, full tank of gas and knowledge I can go as far as it will take me.
Seems like the appropriate place to put harmony.
That was perfect. Well, do it anytime you want.
It's one of the joys of doing In the Rounds is we get to potentially,
We can sneak in and throw in harmony on occasion.
Yeah,
I agree.
The fact that we are like meeting each other and like,
Oh, yeah.
you know, connecting, and
We-
I think that's the most, it's nice that you guys are here. But
Yeah, we
it's-
appreciate it.
But it's just the nicest to meet new, you know,
Yep.
people and, yes, and like people that share your craft and all that.
yeah.
Exactly, exactly.
Even when we sing really dark songs,
Yeah.
it's happy.
We did an in the round out in the Buffalo area a number of years back, pre-COVID. And the person who normally hosted that series wasn't able to be there that night, so he sent a friend to fill in for him, and another guy came up from New Jersey, and the four of us, inside of the second song, we had 4-part harmony on absolutely everything the rest of the night.
And it was all songs we hadn't heard of each other. So
Yeah,
it's like we all just jumped
We'd
in.
never met either of the other two guys before. They'd never met us.
And we still talk about, when we see either of these guys, we still talk about that night.
And I think we had we had a smaller audience.
And then
We
this-
had like 2 people because there was a car show out on the main drag. So.
But it was
But-
magic.
And the 4 of us still talk about that constantly. So it's a ton of
There you
fun.
go.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Well, the sort of overall theme of where this round is going put us in mind of this song. This is a song that we've been playing around the country in places like Florida and Kansas and Missouri,
Illinois.
and you name it, anywhere where we feel like this is a song that needs to be heard.
trying to teach her how to count in 4/4 songs.
It's all good.
No, it's not. It's terrible. My name is George. No one knows, but I feel it in my heart, where I know that it won't show. I face the world it cannot see. Even those who love me, they look, but they don't see. They just see Emily. My name is George. I must not tell, especially my father. My life would go to hell. I'd be disowned, tossed out the door. So I keep pretending, knowing in my core I'm not Emily. I never felt right as a girl. That's not who I am. Maybe when I leave for college, then I'll be free to be me.
His name is George. I didn't know. I found it in a note he left that said he had to go. My little girl is now my son. It takes some getting used to, but I'm telling everyone he's George, not Emily. I love you, George. I always will. There's nothing that can change that.
You called me George. I love you, Dad. I thought that you would hate me, but you don't, and I'm so glad you called me George.
Yes, I'm telling
Dad is telling everyone my name is George.
So happy you did that after telling me about it earlier.
And unfortunately, in this day and age, Dad would probably not be telling everybody that his name is George, because it's become dangerous to be trans in this country. And
Yep.
we
We
are
dedicate that one often on stage to my cousin Jess, who we met as Jess 2 years ago.
She was not Jess before that, because she was not she before that.
I've known her 30 years.
Yeah, she's more than 30 now.
Yeah.
And we have trans friends, we have friends with trans kids. And matter of fact, one of our couple who have a trans son came to one of our shows one day, and afterwards David came up to me and he said, "I never cry at songs. That song made me cry."
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yep.
And what's fascinating is we play that everywhere we go around the country. We have yet to have a negative reaction to that song. People come up and tell us about their trans cousin or their trans friend or their
grandkid.
their grandchild or their child, and it makes us feel good that people do actually care. And our lesson on this is love your children,
Yeah.
love the people around you.
Love everybody where they are.
Yeah.
And there's no need for anything else. And that's really our latest album has that song on it and many others, but that's really the message of the album. It's just
Well, that song is powerful from so many different directions, and because my side hustle is in psychotherapy, specializing with trauma, and I've worked with transgender clients my entire career, and I have a transgender client who's in her 70s, who if you were, I'd have to do it with her permission to write her story. But unfortunately, the conditions right now are crushing her mental health. Crushing her mental health.
All of our trans friends are terrified. Yeah, and rightly so.
Yeah, rightly so, rightly so. So I'm grateful for singer-songwriter circles where people can appreciate the message, which is what I pray for in my heart.
Yeah.
And it breaks my heart when I hear from my clients who are trans that that's not what they have far too often.
Yeah. Trans and frankly, all of our friends LGBTQ
Yep.
are scared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, throw in a little anti-Semitism to boot. I mean, there's so much.
I've been dealing with that my whole life, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's so much of that right now, which is heartbreaking. So
Yep.
thank you for that song. I wish I were prepared. I wrote a song called Annie, which is about the person who taught me about gender when I used to go to England and work there because people didn't understand body psychotherapy in the United States when I was in my 20s. So I went over to Europe and people understood it very well. But a transgender woman named Annie helped my work grow there, and her story is quite amazing. So I have a song I wrote that's her story, but I'm not prepared to do it today. I wish I would, because that would fit in.
Another time.
Another time. Yeah. But what I think I will do, because I'm going to move to sort of the cute side, to make you smile part, with a little seriousness. This did come out of my practice. I have a lot of clients who are feeling the pull of the black hole of internet dating. I don't have one client who enjoys it. Most of them feel obligated to do it sometimes, because how are they going to meet anybody if they work from home remotely and don't even go into an office and have colleagues, and they live by themselves? So anyhow, one of my clients one night said, I'm sick of this, my thumbs hurt, I should just get a dog. And I said, good idea. So, as somebody who before the pandemic every 4 to 6 weeks would go to Buddy Dog Humane Society and visit all the dogs and cats, and someone who would be a total foster failing, I've done feral rescue and I either adopt them or end up placing them. What I did realize is kitties and doggies get fostered before they get placed, but people don't get fostered before they get put on dating apps, and maybe that's why it's hellacious. So, with a dog as the protagonist, this is called Foster Me, and it has a cute chorus you might want to sing along with. The words are, foster me, teach me how to trust. Most people could use fostering before they look for love. So, when that comes around, I'll do it just so if you want to sing it, you know what it sounds like. Foster me, teach me how to trust. Most people could use fostering before they look for love. That will come around a bunch of times. My shelter puppy sat me down. He had something to say. He'd watch me scroll through dating apps. The hours ticked away. He'd listen as I cursed and cried as people ghosted me. He said, I know a better way to learn how love should be. The streets of life are cold and cruel, as feral kitties know. But people are quite feral too. They need forever homes. Here's the chorus. Foster me, teach me how to trust. Most people could use fostering before they look for love. Before a placement can occur for rescued dogs and cats, they need to heal with love and care. Fostering does that. Nurture nurture me and teach me skills to listen, give, and share. Fostering's a better path to find real lasting care. Chorus again. Foster me, teach me how to trust. Most people could use fostering before they look for love. I told my puppy he was right. From young he was quite wise. Enough of futile dating apps or thumbs and tired eyes. But where could I learn needed skills? My pup knew what to do. By spending time with shelter pets, their hearts will heal yours too. He took his leash and asked to drive to the shelter he came from. He signed me up to foster for young kittens and their mom. I fell in love and not alone. Their purring soothed my soul. My pup, he helped and guided me. In time I felt more whole. Here we go. Foster me, teach me how to trust. Most people could use fostering before they look for love. Most people could use fostering before they look for love.
Okay, so actually this next song is going to kind of piggyback off of the dating. This song I wrote, I had a close friend. I find that I write a lot of songs about people I know that are going through stuff, whether it's breakup or love or suffering, pain, anything like that, heartbreak. So this one particular friend was dating a guy, and it wasn't going well, but she was just trying to make it work and sticking through it, and he wasn't the guy that I think she wanted him to be, but she just kind of felt like it was too hard to stop, to say, all right, I'm done. So this song is called Going Back.
Didn't matter what my friends said about you, or how many times you let me down, or how so many things you said were untrue. I'd always come back to you. You're the reason for so many tears, and my mom would say a waste of my best years. And even though I know you cared for me, I still give you the best of me. Some ask why keep going back to try. guess I pray that one day you'll become the man I keep telling them you are. Despite all the lame excuses I make for you, and how many times you broke my heart in two, and the heavy baggage that you make me carry, I still keep coming back to you. Some ask why I keep going back to try. I guess I pray that one day you'll become the man I keep telling them you are. With all the dark days that I've survived, all it takes is one good day for me to justify. Some ask why I keep going back to try. I guess I pray that one day you'll become the man I keep telling them you
Thank you.
Nice, we got all these accompanimists here. So I have to ask a question about how many songs do you think? Because I just need to know
Yeah,
in my head.
okay, after we finish this round, one last round.
Okay. That will help me. All right. Because, yeah, I always end with one song, so that's why I'm trying to figure it out. All right. So I'm a traveler, and luckily I've been, like, an elementary school teacher most of my life, and what I would do is pick a country to go to, in the summertime. And I was a Peace Corps volunteer right out of college, so I was used to traveling, and I would just, put a backpack on. And lately I've actually been bringing guitar with me as well. And so I've just picked countries, that I wanted to see. And so I've been to, like, Vietnam, I've been to Peru, I've been to, all these countries. And I went to Australia to see the birds. And so when I got there, I brought a big, thick book of birds from Australia in my backpack, right? Like, what was I doing, right? So I had the backpack, I had my guitar, I was, like, walking down the streets. I'm always lost. The birds are super, super loud in Australia. They're, like, constantly, like, screeching from the trees. And I'm thinking, they're trying to tell me, like, you are lost, like, what are you doing? And I obviously wasn't listening all that well. So this song is called Birds Are Trying to Guide Me. Traveling, it's a puzzle that feeds me. My curious soul, too. Getting around from place to yonder. Doing it sometimes with a backpack cruel. Walking miles in the wrong direction. And asking strangers for advice. trying foods and taking pictures. Part of a gypsy's life. Birds are trying to guide me. It's walking from the trees, trying to understand them, wish to please. Traveling, it's understanding. If we don't meet, we'll never know. Kindness of other places. We'll believe what the media shows. Walking miles in the wrong direction, asking strangers for advice, trying foods and taking pictures. Part of a gypsy's life. Birds are trying to guide me, squawking from the trees, trying to understand them, wish to please. Traveling is a puzzle that feeds me. My curious soul too, getting round from place to yonder, doing it sometimes with a backpack crew, walking miles in the wrong direction, asking strangers for advice, trying foods and taking pictures. Part of the hippie's life.
Faith's got 2 more instruments we haven't used, so we're going to make sure we use them all.
We don't want to be lonely.
Brought them all out, might as well use them.
That's right. And you know, travel definitely, you know, broadens your horizons, even if you end up getting lost. And actually getting lost is sometimes half the fun. But sometimes, you know, a home can be cool too. And where we live up in New Hampshire, we are on a hilltop overlooking the Connecticut River Valley. And the river's at 300 feet, our town is at 400 feet, our house is at 1,200 feet.
So we can't see the town at all. All we see is the Vermont mountains, which is okay.
This is not terrible.
We have big hay fields, and a farmer who lives nearby, he comes down and hays the fields. He gets the hay, we get to have fields. No money changes hands.
And by the way, if you've ever had Cabot cheese, you can thank our hay, because he feeds his cattle on our hay, and the milk from his cows goes to Cabot cheese. So, Agrimark, thank you.
Agrimark is the co-op that he belongs to. So, and his wife is lactose intolerant.
Poor thing, living on a dairy farm. But he's a sweetheart, and we always, you know, we sort of picture John in this song.
This is a lighthearted song that I wrote. Actually put this together just like last year, but it's called Life is a Dance. Rise with the sun, then off to cut hay. A farmer keeps busy all through the day. When evening comes, we all shall play and dance by the light of the moon. The rhythm of seasons, year after year. Hard work and chores, yet we're still here. Family and friends we hold so dear. Dance by the light of the moon. Dance in the morning, dance at high noon. Dance round the hayfields all afternoon. Dance by the fire in midwinter
by the light of the moon. Life is a dance, the ebb and the flow. The moon moves the seas here down below. Plant seeds in the spring we nurture to grow. Then dance by the light of the moon. Dance in the morning, dance at high noon. Dance round the hayfields all afternoon. Dance by the fire in midwinter's gloom. Dance by the light of the moon. Sharing our hearts with true peace. Let go your fears, find sweet release. Our hold on this planet, just a lease. So dance by the light of the moon. Dance in the morning, dance at high noon. Dance round the hayfields all afternoon. Dance by the fire in midwinter's gloom. Dance by the light of the moon. Dance in the morning, dance at high noon. Dance round the hayfields all afternoon. Dance by the fire in midwinter's gloom. Dance by the light of the moon. Dance by the light of the moon.
So we're moving into our closing round, and we really appreciate all of you being here. We appreciate the folks from ECAT doing the video so that people who aren't here can see this and hear this concert. So thank you so much for being here. Thanks to Albert out in the hall, who's been our front of the hall person. This is a sing-along. This is a song at the heart of our times. It's the first song on my 2025 album, The Silence of the Stars, which I have a few copies of out front, but you can catch it online because almost no one has anything to play a CD on anymore. They're good toys for children, I learned yesterday. They like to open them up and look at the pictures and all that. But it's called Be the Change. It's an uplifting song of empowerment and call to action in our broken, crazy times. And the words that are the easiest to sing along with are be the change, be the change, be the change, your actions count. That will come along quite a lot. I co-wrote the lyrics with Mike Greenlee, who's from New York City. Let's build a bridge together across the great divide. Each stone will make a difference. Build it up from side to side. Choose an issue that inspires you, a gap you want to close. Build the bridge that's gonna take you there. Use everything you know. Be the change. Stand for what you want to see. Sound your voice. Speak your heart for liberty. The change. There are problems to surmount. Here's the part everyone does. Be the change. Be the change. Be the change. Your actions count. Of course, you can sing anywhere you want to. It's fine with me. Can you hear the oceans calling? Mother Earth is shedding tears. Help a neighbor in crisis. Nurture health, diminish fears. Discover your potential. Turn vision into truth. You have got the power. It's right inside of you. Be the change. Stand for what you want to see. Sound your voice. Speak your heart for liberty. Be the change. There are problems to surmount. Be the change.
together across the great divide. So people of all backgrounds, we're standing side by side. Let's take a look around us and size up the world. Lack of tolerance and hatred are reasons for concern. It's time to work together to create a better place. Not the time to sit back. Small steps create big waves. Be the change. Stand for what you want to see. Sound your voice. Speak your heart for liberty. Be the change. There are problems to surmount. Be the change. Be the change. Be the change. Your actions count. Be the change. Be the change. Be the change. Your actions count.
Nice.
Okay, so I'm going to end with a song that is about home. I was thinking about you guys talking about your home. So my husband and I, Sean, moved to the Cape 2016. We bought this old house that we've been fixing up since then, so we're not done yet. And when I say we, I mean he's been fixing it up. I
Say an
give
old
him,
house you never
yeah, an
finished fixing up.
1850, yeah. So I try to help when I can, you know, taking the wallpaper off the walls and stuff, but he does all the hard stuff. And we love the Cape, and we were talking, when we lived in Plymouth, we were talking about, like, well, where do we want to buy a house? And his family was living on the Cape, and I grew up on the Cape, and then we moved off Cape. But I love the community down there. I love the beaches. I love the vibe on Cape Cod so much. So I said to him, you know, I would be fine with living on the Cape if we want to go house hunting down there. And we found this old house, and it's all kind of come together. But I was thinking about, like, all the people that live in Massachusetts and Boston and everywhere in New York, and they flock to the Cape in the summer because there's something about Cape Cod. So this is kind of my love song for Cape Cod. This is called Breathe Happy In. Across the canal they come in droves to fill their sails and heal their souls. The city lights they leave behind, set aside their schedules and just waste time. The beaches fill with sounds and colors, the sand between their tired toes. The coastal din is a perfect symphony that helps to drown out life's woes. You should see the sun go down on Cape Cod Bay. Let your face get drenched by the ocean spray. Let the salty air coat your winter weary skin. Exhale your worries and breathe happy in. A brisk morning ride on the rail trail, a little putt-putt in the air.
chairs line the shore for the chance to see God's masterpiece do its dance. On the rainy days, the shops are buzzing, the people buying nothing they need. The busy roads all lead far away. It doesn't matter where you're going, but you should see the sun go down on Cape Cod Bay. Let your face get drenched by the ocean spray. Let the salty air coat your winter weary skin. Exhale your worries and breathe happy in. Slow setting sun paints the sky, while the local music scene comes alive, entertaining the sun-soaked crowds, till that closing time bell rings aloud, singing Sweet Caroline all summer long. They all love to sing Little Chesney, Zach and Jimmy, puppet songs with everybody singing along. You should see the sun go down on Cape Cod Bay. Let your face get drenched by the ocean spray. Let the salty air coat your winter weary skin. Exhale your worries and breathe happy in. You should see the sun go down on Cape Cod Bay. Let your face get drenched by the ocean spray. Let the salty air coat your winter weary skin. Exhale your worries and breathe happy in. Exhale your worries and breathe happy in. Exhale your worries and breathe happy in.
Thank you.
You should talk to your Chamber of Commerce about that one. That one's an awesome song.
Yeah, that would be a great one.
All right. So like I said, I was an elementary school teacher for a lot of years. And I actually went into the profession, because I thought I was changing the world. And I do believe that still. And what's happened is I used to play this song with my students. I had like all second graders, kindergartners, all the years that I taught this song to them. And now I have all my friends that whenever I play this song, they just jump up and sing it with us, which I absolutely love. It like brings so much joy to me. So this song is called One Person Can Change the World. So it kind of goes off of yours.
Not sure why some people say one person cannot change the world. It's happened time and time again. Got past, my friend. One person changed the bosses. One person walked on the moon. One person made your house a home. do. When you see the problems of our times, that's a sign for you to choose. One person changed the buses, one person walked on the moon, one person made your house a home, one person dried your tears, one person calmed your fears, one person believed in what you do. Be that person for one person, and the world will change for you. Be that person for one person, and the world will change for you. Be that person for one person, and the world will change for you. Be that person for one person, and the world will change for you. Thank you so much.
We're going to end the show with a sing-along, so everybody up to the microphones for that, please. This is a real easy sing-along that I wrote some years ago, and it's also an opportunity for Faith to get on the dulcimer.
The only instrument I haven't played yet.
So,
Dan even got the harmonicas, so.
yeah, actually, hope you don't mind I jumped in.
Oh, that's awesome. I think so.
Yep.
Great.
When other musicians jump in, it's much richer.
Yeah. So that's one of the things we love within the rounds is like the opportunity
You
to sort of
never
sneak in on things.
know.
So this song is called "Love Is the Song." It's on our latest album, but I actually wrote it.
I think you need to bring that down.
Was it? Oh yes, bring that down.
It's a little hot.
Yes, the dulcimer has a very nice active pickup with no volume control, which is interesting.
And it's louder than any of my other instruments.
Try it
so-
now. That's probably better.
A little better. I won't drown you out quite as
Yeah.
badly this way.
Yeah. So I wrote this about 10 years ago. One of the verses mentions newborn twins.
Actually, it's 11 years. 'cause
It's 11
they just
years.
turned 11.
The twins just turned 11. There's two sets of twins. There was a set of twins born in Leominster, Massachusetts, and a set of twins born in Paris, Kentucky, both friends of ours. And right around the time I wrote this, those 4 kids were born. And so I keep track of how long ago I wrote the song based on the age of the kids.
The ones in Paris, their dad just showed pictures of their 11th birthday celebration. So this song is 11 years old.
Wow.
But we finally got it recorded for the most recent album that came out just about a year ago. So this is called Love Is the Song. So the chorus goes, love is the answer, no matter the question. Open your heart to the universal song. Love is the answer to any question. Love is the answer, love is the song.
It comes around a lot. You'll pick it up.
Ready?
Yep.
Each of us is damaged, each of us is flawed. We do our best, try to be exactly who we are. Acceptance is believing in where we are today. Love is the answer, love is the song. Love is the answer, no matter the question. I'm going to plug in. I realized it's like pedal wasn't hit, and then I tried to hit that, and that didn't do anything. So we'll start that over. Sorry about that. And one more. Each of us is damaged, each of us is flawed. We do our best, try to be exactly who we are.
Acceptance is believing in where we are today. Love is the answer. Love is the sun. Love is the answer, no matter the question. Open your heart to the universal sun. Love is the answer to any question. Love is the answer. Love is the sun. Welcoming newborn twins on their first day. Pleasure and pain will come along the way. The future is theirs. Give them time to play. Love is the answer. Love is the sun. Love is the answer, no matter the question. Open your heart to the universal sun. Love is the answer to any question. Love is the answer. Love is the sun. Young lovers out for a stroll on a starry night. A gentle hug or smile, a laugh of delight. Working together, their dreams take to flight. Love is the answer. Love is the sun. Love is the answer, no matter the question. Open your heart to the universal sun. Love is the answer to any question. Love is the answer. Love is the sun. Holding a hand as aging eyes grow dim, a gentle smile when the world just seems so grim. A good life is ending, another soon begins. Love is the answer, love is the sun. Love is the answer, no matter the question. Open your heart to the universal sun. Love is the answer to any question. Love is the answer. Love is the sun. Love is the answer. Love is the sun.
Great ending. Thanks so much to Caroline, to Terri, to Dan and Faith, and to all of you, to the folks from ECAT, to Albert, and I'm really grateful that ECAT taped this because this can be shared with many, many more people. So thank you so, so much, and thank you for
Linda,
joining
for
us.
putting all of this together.
My pleasure.
ECAT's production of concert series are provided by Morris Insurance, RevT with simplified technology for better, Doug King Builders Incorporated. ECAT would like to thank all the sponsors for supporting producing concert series.